What's going on, Raiders? Duelim here, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 biggest mistakes I see people do, especially when first starting off Raid Shadow Legends, and it's things that can really change your account if you do them the wrong way, but you can absolutely min-max it if you focus these areas and do not make these mistakes. So if you're ready, let's get into it. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then, this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account, type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo codes. All right, the first mistake is going to be regarding the portal. So let's say you just did a shard opening and you got a bunch of characters and you're looking at it and you see that you've got some duplicates, and then your first thought is, let's go over here, let's empower some champions, because empowering is going to be one of the best ways to get a lot of strength on your characters, on your champions, right? And people can be very tempted to do this immediately because of that amount of power that you get. So let's just hypothetically here, we're going to put Deacon in here, and then we're going to put Deacon in there as if we're going to empower him, and we can empower him up to 4. And right here, you see it's 10% health, 10% attack damage, 10% defense, and then a flat 10% resistance and 10% accuracy. But this is a massive, massive mistake, because you're going to be getting a lot more value from these duplicates if you go over here to Faction Guardians. And Faction Guardians is going to be the place where you need to put these duplicates. So if we go over here to like Ogren Tribes and we go to Epic here, you see I do have 2 of the same Epic here. And what I can do is I can confirm this, and now all of my epics from the Ogren tribe are getting 10% HP. So automatically, every single one of them are going to be getting this HP. Next up is going to be attack. So let's say if I have attack, now I can do the rare ones. So the rare I can do and get 7 accuracy and 7 resistance. So all of my rare Ogren tribe guardians are going to have plus 7 accuracy, plus 7 resistance. What you can also do now, and this is new for this, this is relatively recent, you can click commission here. Now this means these characters will be completely removed from your account, but these are part of a fusion. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take these out and make sure you don't do that. I don't know if these are part of a fusion. I don't think they are. Yeah, I'll unlock these, sure. They're not part of a fusion. I commissioned them. Now I don't have to worry about them taking up space in my account. So after you do a shard opening, this is going to be the first place you're going to want to go. And make sure you get all of these duplicates out of the way so you can get all of these bonuses. Again, I have another bonus here, 10%. And making sure I can commission these so now they are out of my roster so I don't have to worry about it. And that's a good way to make space as well. I got 4 slots of space now that I have extra because I just got rid of those 4 characters. They are permanently gone. Now be very, very careful you don't get rid of characters that you potentially need for fusions or anything like that. That's why that little warning comes up. But yes, be very, very careful of that. Next up is going to be the market, and this has to do not with the main part of the market here, which can be very good early game for a lot of good gear, especially if you have a lot of silver. You can get a lot of like high-end gear from this, like defense percent here on a curing set. This is pretty good, but again, 5 million silver is a lot of silver here. But the main part here is going to be in the clan shop. Make sure you are looking at the clan shop every single day, because you want to make sure you are spending this currency, especially because it refreshes, I think it's every week. So you want to make sure you're keeping up with this. As you see, I have 12,000 clan shop currency because I didn't know this existed for quite a while. And now I do, and now I come in here all the time. I get energy. The energy is like 100 for 100 energy, and you can purchase it 10 times in a week. That's a great way to stock up energy for fusions coming up. There's silver as well, 180 for 400k silver. You can get 10 of that, so you can get 4 million silver a week from that, just from 1,800 clan shop coins. You can also get characters. I've been working on Yakarl the Scourge as well, who from what I could tell is a very, very good legendary character for the Barbarian faction that I need for faction wars. He's got decreased speed, he's got freeze, he's also stealing turn meter as well. Places an increased speed buff on this champion for 3 turns, ignoring defense if they're under a freeze debuff, puts out freeze with the A3. The passive, very interesting. It gets extra damage for people that are under freeze as well. Really, really nice. Like, this guy is really good, and he's just 100% free. You get 5 shards a week for every reset of this market, and it's just a free legendary. You just got to make sure you get into a good clan, and even then, you don't have to get into like a good clan. Just get into an average clan, and then you're good to go. That's a big thing, and then you can buy a lot of stuff here. Now, the stuff over here on the right-hand side does unlock depending on clan level. Now, I do have up to a slot 10 open because of clan level. I think we're level 16 if I'm not mistaken. I think you need to be like either 13 or 14 to get to Yakarl here. But make sure you get into a clan that is strong enough to be able to let you farm Yakarl, because that's going to be a great legendary for you for a long time. Now, for the last mistake, and I think this is going to be the biggest one, because this is something that affects your progress every single day, and that's going to be not focusing clan boss enough. Now, clan boss, especially Demon Lord for early to mid game, this is going to be the place where you get a lot, and I mean a lot, of your resources, especially a lot of your shards, especially sacred shards. So this gives you, I think it's like a 12% chance for a drop on a sacred shard. So that's 2 12% drops every single day, because technically you're going to be getting 2 shards as long as you're in a clan that is beating the Ultra Nightmare boss. Getting up to Ultra Nightmare has been pretty much my #1 priority for quite a while here. Getting into this has been very important to me, and making sure I am unlocking this as quickly as possible, because the amount of resources you can get from this is insane. Like, you could, like, literally a sacred shard is technically worth like $20 in this game if you just buy them outright. So if I'm getting, say, what is it, 14 shots at a sacred shard every single week, and I get, let's say, 4 to 5 sacred shards a week, that's $100 worth of sacred shards completely for free. There's nothing wrong with that. I also have legendary skill tomes as well, which I think are roughly like $7 to $8. So legendary skill tomes, also great. The rest is kind of meh. You can also get some pretty good gear as well from this, so there's nothing wrong with that. I think you get the cruel set from this, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. But the biggest thing is going to be sacred shards and legendary skill tomes. Don't get me wrong, getting void shards are really good as well. I was at pretty low void shards relatively recently, and I think I already have another 22, which is great. Yeah, I'm at 22 already. So, and I have 13 sacred shards. Ever since I started going Ultra Nightmare and hitting it twice a day, or hitting it and getting that double chest, the last chest there, I think I've gotten 3 or 2 sacred so far, and it's only been 2 or 3 days from this. So nothing wrong with that at all. This is helping out so much. This averages out to, I think, like 10 sacreds a month, if I'm not mistaken, which is definitely a lot. Will help you guys participate in more fusions as well that you want to, because sacreds are a big part of fusions. And it just makes your overall experience in raid a lot better, because you're going to be getting more legendaries, which that is the bread and butter of this game, getting pretty good legendaries, making massive progress in your account. So that's going to be 3 of the biggest mistakes I see people making. There are plenty more, and I'm going to make this kind of a series that I'm going to do, but that's the first 3 that I thought of when I logged into the game here and went through my normal process of doing the dailies and stuff like that, and that's what I saw was going to be that I wanted to talk about today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know other mistakes that you see people make or that you have made that really hurt your progress, and I will include it in a video. Maybe I'll even include your name in there if I remember. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you're clicking that download link below or scanning that QR code. Get started off and raid Shadow Legends the right way. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.